This is how the world met the new fully electric Volvo EX90 in Stockholm, a vehicle that is no small step in Volvo's mission to become fully electric by 2030 and become climate neutral by 2040. A new vehicle that can tell if a driver is sick or impaired thanks to interior sensors and cameras.
And the EX90 is good news for American jobs because Volvo intend to build the vehicle at the Ridgeville plant near Charleston, South Carolina. And by the time they start next year, they expect the plant to be carbon neutral. Now, we're all super familiar with Thor's hammer, right? Thor is the Norse god of thunder, and you can see Thor's hammer here, but Volvo have taken this to a new level. We have Thor's hammer in the EX90, but just like the human eye, this actually blinks. Pretty cool, right?
When it comes to what Americans want, the EX90 hits the mark with an expected 300-mile range on a single charge. The EX90 changes how we own and live with vehicles on a whole new digital level.
Now, you may have forgotten that this is a Volvo invention, the seatbelt, but in the EX90, Volvo have taken safety to a whole new level.
The EX90 is the safest Volvo ever. It learns from the driver and the environment how to protect both those inside and outside the vehicle. It does this through a complex algorithm via data collected from sensors like cameras, radar and LiDAR in real time, day and night.
Now, a smartphone is a real integral part of the new technology that goes with the new Volvo EX90. You can use this as the vehicle's key. You can also actually use this with your maps to find charging, and that charging with the new Volvo app can be paid for and also start the vehicle juicing up.
Manage smartphone charging and keep all the car's software up to date over the air. Inside, two big screens that Volvo says create a seamless connection between car and home, powered by Google with a wide suite of apps.
Now, we often take power for granted wherever we live, but they know here in Sweden, like anywhere else in the world, sometimes the lights go out without notice.
Rolling blackouts, natural disasters, bad weather, and a general environmental concern brought Volvo to equip future EX90s with bi-directional charging. All aspects are not yet revealed, but when plugged in at home with a wall box and energy management system, expect to see this all-electric three-row SUV monitor and optimize your household's energy consumption. If power goes out, the EX90 responds with stored battery power to keep your lights on.
Now, it's not often that you actually win when you deal with your local power company, but Volvo are looking into customers being able to sell power back to the grid. I like the sound of that.
This is still a Volvo, but I would call it a Volvo Plus, a true seven-seater, all-electric SUV that, although very futuristic, looks, smells and feels like a Volvo. This new Volvo is still represented by Thor's hammer headlights outside. Inside, Volvo say complexity is made simple.
This is a 14.5-inch screen. It has Google built in, 5G, and is fully customizable. And don't worry, it still has Apple CarPlay.
What is not clear is what level of autonomous driving the EX90 will have, but when it does use autonomy, it will display clearly what it is doing on screen to avoid all confusion for the driver. What is not confusing is that it can have a concert in the EX90, as it will feature Dolby Atmos, delivered by a 25-speaker Bauer & Wilkins audio system.
Order books have just opened up for the new Volvo EX90. We still have to test it in the real world to find out how it actually works. But for now, things look really promising for Volvo, for electric cars, and for the environment.
I'm Nick Miles.